Okay. Make sure that goes away. Go away. Alright, so the last time we played, you guys fought the witch again. She's a little bit more disheveled than usual. You fought 2 ghasts. They paralyzed you and killed, well, knocked you both unconscious and killed you. Robin was brought back to life. You killed her familiar. She cut the ropes on Sylvanas' mother and Jaden. They fell to their deaths. You finished the battle and you have a dead comrade right now.
No one's talking this right now. Shall I start in trends? Sorry. Continue.
And Fiona is still hanging from the ceiling.
We should probably do something about that.
It's not like she's dead.
Huh?
It's not like she's dead. It'll be fine.
I know, but it's extremely painful being hung from your arms. And you can see she's like looking down and she peers down her eyes and
Well, Sean,
hanging with her.
you can fly.
No, I don't have fly equipped.
Can I throw someone up?
I got
to
rid
get
of
her
fly
down?
because I didn't
Boost?
think it'd be useful here.
I mean, she's
Yeah, that backfired.
it's like an 80-foot diameter, and she's hanging in the middle of it from a rope.
And she's 100-something feet up in the air.
She's about level with you guys, a little bit higher,
shoot
but
the arrow at the rope.
Shoot
she'll
the
fall
arrow.
to her death.
yeah, it's like
I can't
120
catch her.
feet
Okay.
down.
Hold on, I might
We're
have
basically like in a
something.
dome, like the Metro Mall.
All right. Oh yeah, someone's hanging up there. Okay.
Mhm.
Not let that fall.
I might have
back.
something for that. Hold on.
Can we pack some rope in there somewhere?
Can I animate a rope to go get her, and then we can pull her over?
An animated rope can only hold, pull or hold like 5 to 10
I'm gonna
pounds.
hold on to one end of it. I'm just gonna animate it to go over and wrap around and tie her.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah.
And then
So
we'll just pull her back.
okay.
Okay, so animate rope.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow, the very first time I've ever heard anybody use that spell ever.
I don't have anything else.
Well, I'm just saying, I've never heard anybody use that spell before.
It actually has a grapple effect. But I've never seen anyone use it to grapple
Exactly.
anyone.
Or at all. So you grapple her,
Yeah.
okay? Then you pull her back.
We pull her back in.
Okay.
We'll use Kai's to help me lift her back up. He's got the most strength.
Okay.
You know. You being dead.
Alright, and she gets to the side and you pull her over the rail and she just slumps down on the floor, exhausted, crying, like totally disheveled.
Oh, girl, you look rough. Press
Can I give-
meditation.
Can I give her one of those apples I saved? You know, that make them sleep.
You can give her an apple, yeah. So you reach in your bag for an apple?
Wait, do we give her? Remember, because they made us sleep the last time we were in the
No, we
forest.
were just slept last time. That was not that they made us sleep.
Okay, yeah, I'll give her some of them apples.
Okay, so you reach into your bag and those apples have rotted in your bag.
Ah, they're bad. Throw away apples. Discard apples.
Rotten apples.
Damn it, I could have made some hooch out of that.
Okay, I found something on the web for your bag and not apples of brother. Take a look.
Ooh.
Bad, sir.
I don't know why you did that.
Can you stabilize on her? Would that help at all?
She's not dying.
She's not dying. She's in a lot of pain, but she's not dying.
There's nothing like that. She's not dying.
Do you have her stats still?
Comfort.
I do.
What's her strength?
It is 17,
And her constitution.
14.
Okay. Cool.
We could use Cure Moderate Wound on her.
She's actually gonna go ahead and cast Cure Moderate Wounds on herself. Or Cure... is it light, medium?
Light.
Light wounds, yeah. She's gonna do that. But it's still not... It has nothing to do with her emotional state.
Her physical state or emotional?
Emotional.
Or emotional
She's
state.
emotionally wrecked.
Yeah,
We need
she's...
to go into her mind and calm her mind.
It won't help right now.
Just
She
comfort
needs...
her.
She needs to
Yeah,
sleep.
give her a hug.
Comfort.
Oh,
Sleep
damn it.
comfort.
I don't have that spell equipped right now. What? Bart has forgetting spell. Makes you forget everything.
Oh, God.
And so we still have a deceased character with us too, right? Can we revive him? Does anyone have a...
Probably head to a town with Fiona and the dead body.
I think we should
that
get out.
voice coming from?
What's that?
We should get out of
This
here.
place is haunted.
Ghost sound.
This place is haunted.
So you're gonna leave?
What do you think, group? Shall we?
Man,
Or
he's
stay.
pretty big. He's kind of hard to carry. Let's just leave him.
I'll
I'm
carry.
really
I'll
tiny.
carry the big one.
I am half the size of Fiona.
I could carry both of them, then, right? I mean,
You don't have to carry. She can walk.
she can walk. All right, I'll
You just have
carry
to
the
give
big
her a second. She's been hanging from a ceiling for about a day.
one. Okay,
It's
good.
been a while.
Does she have nothing where we came from?
Just give her a hug. You know, it's okay. It's okay. Let's go.
So what are you guys doing?
We need to head to a temple because
Okay.
Sylvanas is dead.
Okay.
I mean,
So-
we just met him. Are we really that invested?
I know, he keeps dying too.
You
Like,
flip my
every time-
body over and just
every-
somehow the middle finger just kind of like lays out.
Every time we have Sylvanas, it just dies. Pardon the pun, but like dead weight.
I'm down. Let's go to a temple. Nearest
Yeah,
temple.
let's
go to a
temple.
Nearest temple.
All right. So you gather Fiona up, and she kind of stumbles along with you. She's at that point that she's not even paying attention. She's just kind of
Follow.
helping,
Yeah.
and like it's just automatic. And as you carry the body of Sylvanas down the stairs and into the main hall, you notice two bodies, broken and bloody, on the floor. The closer you look, you begin to make out the features. Jaden, the boy who helped you with the Castro Bazaar, lies broken, but with a look of peace on his face. An elven woman not far off lays in a pool of blood, limbs twisted and broken. Wrists still tied together, a look of horror on her face.
I think you're dead.
But through the doors you hear nothing but silence. There is no sound of battle, no clashing of metal on bone. Reaching the doors, you peer outside, and what lays before you is a wasteland of the dead. The entirety of Civic Center is a field of dead and bloody bodies. As the sight starts to sink in, the smell begins to hit you. Not just blood and dirt, but rot and decay. The bodies that were once held animated by magic are now starting to decompose at an accelerated rate. Men and women move through the bodies, scarves over their faces, stopping at places to pull an unrotten body from the masses. You notice that these bodies are armored, and some are still moving, but slightly. From your left you hear a small voice. It doesn't register for a moment through your shock. After a few minutes of something fluttering in and out of your vision, you finally begin to focus on Lue. She's covered in splotches of blood and her hair is wild. Are you guys listening? Lord Carcron would like to speak with you. I'm supposed to come fetch you. She flutters around for a bit more. Hey, why is Sylvanas asleep? Shouldn't he be awake to hear this?
He should.
He didn't make it at the moment. Is there anything you could do to help him?
No.
We need to get to a temple.
Okay.
Of healing of some sort, if that's possible.
I mean, you know where you
Yeah,
came
we've
from
done
the
the
temple
same
right
one,
before
same
this.
one, Yeah, okay, that's what I thought.
So we had the same problem right before this.
Kind of funny.
No, you didn't.
Before we meet with
why we were in the
last
temple,
time,
someone died.
well, the last time that
Oh no, the last time you were in a temple, you were getting healing potions and he was praying and you were getting equipped for...
was it last time we were at that temple was because the witch killed Derry before, or Sylvanas before.
It's a different place. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, we stopped at his temple for him to pray, but the time before that.
Do you think they could help us out with this? Like resurrecting
Yeah,
someone?
before we meet with what's his name?
the temple we were at.
Lord Carcron.
Lord
Uh,
Carcwell. Lord Carcwell.
It really depends on his god.
I was gonna say I don't know what deity they
That's his deity that's going to determine that.
Okay. I mean, it doesn't hurt to go.
Paladins' deities are a little weird about that.
Mine is the Omide. It's a sun paladin. It's a sun god.
So what they're asking is, do you think that your god would be willing to resurrect him?
Mine, of course. Because we're like all good. So yeah, let's do it. My crew is pretty good.
Oh my god, we good.
Oh my god.
So you know the general direction of where the temple was. It takes you. It would take you about a half an hour to get there.
We should head there then, and that's my vote.
Is Lue gonna go with us, or is she gonna relay the message to Lord
It's-
Carcrawl that we're?
What would you like her to do? I mean, you can ask her to relay the message and let them know.
Yeah, I think she should do that. Let them know what we have to do before we actually get there.
So we're on our way, but we're not there yet.
We have to
make one pit
revive.
stop that's
We need
very
to revive
important.
Sylvanas.
Like,
Okay.
We don't know how long the resurrection process is going to take, so you should tell her that.
Uh-huh.
We have a half-hour journey to a temple, so we can heal one of our party members who unfortunately went down in battle.
Okay. Half an hour. Dead party member. Takes a while.
Yeah.
Got it.
Cool.
And she flutters off.
Thank you.
Well, that's not gonna get screwed up in any way.
Right, in a half hour, your party members will all be dead. We're on our way. Be warned. Okay.
Okay. So let's go to the temple.
Okay. So it takes you about a half an hour. It takes a little bit longer actually because you're carrying a dead body.
Makes sense.
And it's starting to like get a little heavy. And you did gentle repose though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's not actually doing the rigor mortis thing. Thank goodness.
No, and we're dragging him, so he's not that bad.
Bumped his head on a couple of trees.
Yeah, what does it matter?
The
He's
curb
dead.
just pulling up the curb.
Are you taking Fiona with you, or are you leaving her there? Or
Oh,
how's that
bring
working
Fiona
out?
as well. She needs something to
So
calm
she
her.
should probably, yeah.
She needs
I mean,
to come.
Going to a temple is a calming place. It could probably help.
Okay, so she goes with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bring Fiona
Oh,
too.
gonna take a little longer.
I mean, yeah.
As long as she's
We're not on a time-
we could leave her there and tell her to meet up with us.
No, you shouldn't leave her alone right now. It sounds like an awful idea.
She's just
Bring her
kidnapped
with-
by a witch and hung up
Yeah,
to
exactly.
die.
Do you
She's
think she
coming
wants
with
to be
us.
alone right now?
No, I mean.
So she's
if we
going
left
with
her
you.
at
She's
the
going.
temple.
Okay, cool.
At the temple.
So it doesn't take
Goodness.
as long as you thought because she's helping you out.
Okay.
She's still kind of dazed, but she's strong enough and all that stuff that it's not a big deal for her to help you. You guys get to the temple, and it is closed at the moment.
Okay.
How can the temple be closed?
Well, the doors are closed.
Oh, I knock on the door.
Okay.
But this is, Caius Bosch Scientia of my tribe. Rule under the, the divine light of Yomide. May we
nice
come
this
in.
time.
May we come in.
Okay, so you knock and you're and you say all that, and about 5 minutes later, nothing's happened yet.
Okay.
I mean, a battle just happened in the middle of the city.
Yeah.
But
Is it?
all of a sudden you hear just a little creaking, and you kind of feel something take over your body, Caius,
Mm-hmm.
and you hear the words, "Do you speak the truth?" through the crack in the door,
Mm-hmm.
and you are compelled to answer truthfully.
I do.
All right. So as that happens, the door opens wider, and they let you in. And they're very quiet, they're very respectful, and they move aside, and then they close the doors immediately behind you. And an acolyte walks up to you. How may we help?
Our friend here is in dire need of healing. He is on the verge of death. /death.
Dead.
Is there any way we could resurrect him?
It will take a while, and you will need to pray.
I will pray. I'm down for.
I cannot say yes or no. It's the Omide's will.
Okay.
Right. I will pray. I will pray for her will.
Okay?
In addition, we have a friend who is in need of
She just needs to sleep.
some rest and some mental and peace of mind. Is there
Okay.
anything we can do to aid her in that endeavor?
Okay. Yes, we have places that you can meditate and rest. And she motions over, and another acolyte comes from the background, takes Fiona by the shoulder and the arm, and leads her off.
We'll be back for you, Fiona.
And then 2 more acolytes come up, take Sylvanas' body, and start heading to the south side of the temple.
Okay, I will. All right, guys. I'm gonna head to the statue of the deity and ask for her grace, and may she ever bless us with life and light.
You sit there and you pray until.
And I will go. Yeah, I will go and pray.
Okay, so you're gonna
as
go with
long-
them, or are you gonna stay in the
I will
in
lead the
temple?
party. I mean, and go pray for as long as
Okay.
need be, because it's my duty for the party.
Okay.
And then
So you follow the acolytes and the priest back into it's not a large room, but it looks similar to the one that you woke up in when you came to yourself.
Oh,
It's-
okay.
Almost an altar, it's a stone altar, and they lay his body down, and they begin to chant and pray.
Me along with them.
Okay. The rest, there's a couple of other acolytes in the area, guards mostly, and one of them motions to you two and leads you to a waiting room with beds.
Okay. And so I'm under the assumption that this is going to take at least 8 hours.
Yeah,
Like
it's going to take a long
Yeah, I
time.
was going to say I'd like to rest.
And I'll probably be
completely.
tired after all that praying.
Yeah. So it does take about 6 hours. And you are basically just swimming in darkness.
Yeah. So we need to rest
Um,
after that.
There is nothing but your body floating in nothingness. You feel nothing, you hear nothing, you see nothing except just you. There's no light anywhere. And all of a sudden you see a little pinprick of light. It's farther away than you ever thought that you could see. And with it comes just faint whispering. And it starts growing louder, and the pinprick gets a little bit bigger. Go ahead and roll the d20. And I do your will modifier.
Now what modifier?
Your will save modifier.
17.
Okay. So the pinprick gets even bigger, and it looks probably to be about this big in front of you. Now it's still far away, it's not right in front of you, but with the spatial awareness of nothingness, you can't tell whether it's right in front of you or it just keeps getting larger, and the voices keep getting bigger. Caius, roll a d20 and add persuasion. Is it persuasion? We don't have persuasion, do we?
Is she sure it's not a charisma or?
Mm-mm, it's a
Uniqueness, nerve, and talent.
looking it up. Add your diplomacy.
Hang on, that should be in skills. Diplomacy. It's a knowledge, right?
Yes. No, it's not. It's diplomacy.
It's its own. No, there's it's 10. Okay. 15.
Okay. So you feel a presence in the room, but you can't see it yet. It's very faint, and it's hovering over Sylvanus' body. Go ahead and roll again. Just him.
Okay.
3.
Plus,
My will save? 9.
okay.
We're rolling shit.
It's tempting, but it is entirely up to you whether you want to go towards this light or you want to sleep. It was a long day.
Yeah.
You remember being paralyzed and painfully beaten to death. Do you want to go back to that? Do you really want to live that way again? Or do you want to just rest?
I want to rest. However, I remember that my mother was in dire need when I left, so I want to go see what happened.
Okay. So the light gets large enough that it actually starts to engulf you. You start feeling tingling in your limbs. It starts getting very painful, kind of like frostbite, where you can't feel anything, and then all of a sudden it's just burning all over your body. And then all of a sudden you inhale breath, the pain stops, and then you lay back exhausted and you fall asleep. You see his body convulse. You see him take a huge breath. His eyes go super wide, and then he just lays back down. And one of the priests rushes up to him, checks his breathing. She looks at you. He's fine. He'll need a couple of days to recover.
Alright, I will. Will he be safe here amongst my people?
We are going to take him to a more restful venue.
And what of my other friend?
They are sleeping right now.
Okay, I will go join. Is there anything else I can do for the goddess, for the needed?
Donations are always welcome,
Okay.
but we're always happy to help a fellow priest.
Thank you, my brothers.
And one of them leads you to your friends.
All right, and I will relay this to the guys.
Yeah,
well,
they're
everything
asleep.
that happened. Well, when they all.
Yeah, you walk in and they are passed out.
So I carefully, brace up by the door and just days off.
and they pick up your body. You can kind of feel slight movement, but you're just so exhausted it doesn't matter.
Okay.
And you float weightless for a little bit, and then you kind of turn over and wake up just enough to know that you are in a nice soft bed, and then you pass out again. After about 8 hours total, you two start rousing. It's getting a little difficult to wake up because you're fucking sore. I mean, you went down and then popped back up again. You almost went down and got a pretty bad beating. So it's been a very long day. You wake up and there's fruit and bread and water next to your beds.
Would I eat and drink that? Or like, don't drink, eat and drink half. Or a third. Well, sorry, I forgot that you showed up in the middle of the night.
No, by each of your beds.
Oh, by each other.
Their
Yeah,
own
yeah.
portions.
Yeah.
Eat yours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carl's trying to be nice and friendly.
We're good.
That's thoughtful, you know.
Yeah, uh-huh.
And so as soon as we all wake up, I quietly tell them what happened,
Okay.
and that donations are always welcome. We don't have to give them a fortune, but anything
I'm
helps.
definitely gonna give them money.
As always, bring out the little pan for the church. We'll give them
Yeah.
some coin.
Well, there's a little box in the room
Okay.
next to the door,
Okay.
and you know that that's what it's for.
Yeah. All right. And I'll tell it.
And you just
to-
leave whatever you can afford. That's all. And you know that it's your God.
Mhm.
She'd rather have your prayers than your money.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, she does. She's more. Yeah, she preferred prayers over money, but money would not be bad. Yeah.
50 gold?
Less than that. 25.
You're bartering against your god right now.
She's not greedy. We'll go 50.
I know, but
I'll
like
do-
she might not be greedy, but money, you still need money to upkeep a church.
You
like a
guys,
temple.
it'd be good. I mean, you guys have control of the money. I'm gonna.
Actually, the money is all in my sleeping body.
Oh, false. I have a little.
Oh, you're
Yeah, you gave him his
forgot.
I have a little
allowance.
kid
Yeah.
too,
Yeah.
so
All
you
right.
should as well.
Yeah. You
All right,
should
let's
have
let's
a
drop
little,
the 50 and
I should have a little stipend.
Okay.
That's fine.
That's
so I take 50 gold from mine.
and it goes. Yeah, we'll drop it in the little thing.
Put it in.
So what should we do, guys? What should we do about Fiona?
Well, we do even where's Fiona?
And Sylvanus will take a couple days to come to full health. That's what they said.
Couple days.
Yeah, the acolytes
So
said.
should we go see Lord Kakron?
Well, right now, like as you're discussing this, you hear a gentle knock on the door. I don't know how you love people knocking on the door.
I mean, we're in a church, so I would not need to sense a motive or anything.
So open the door.
Okay. There's an acolyte outside,
Uh-huh.
and they say, respectfully, there is someone representing the council here to see you. I have shown them into a waiting room. If you would like to join me,
Yes.
I'll give you a few moments to prepare yourselves.
Thank you. I'm preparing spells.
And what
Since
about our
you're-
friend Sylvanus? Can he
I
stay?
just woke up, and you're
Okay. He's
Oh, are you gonna ask?
Yeah, is Sylvanus okay? I mean, does he
He is
require
resting
more-
right now. He has not woken up yet, but we are slowly trying to administer broth and water and make sure that he's well.
Okay, please keep a good eye on him while we meet with
Absolutely.
this emissary.
Jesus.
Really?
Poop out of me.
Right? Same.
Oh no.
I know that's what I get for using my phone to control music.
Oh, it does that? What's that? The disconnect sound or?
No, it's the I got a message on another app sound.
Okay.
So we'll all go meet this emissary, right? And then Sylvanus will rest under the care of the acolytes.
Yeah.
In the meantime.
Yeah.
Cool, so let's go.
Well, seriously, this is ridiculous.
Just turn your notifications off for it.
Or you can just turn the sound off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
but-
your arena right there.
You don't have any spells prep. You don't have just prep any spells.
I just need one spell prep. It's my smite evil.
I don't want that on right now.
Can I pray to get my smite evil back? You know, for
You just rested, so
You just
have
rested.
another
You
spell.
only rested about 2 hours.
Mm.
So you did not have a full rest because you were helping with Sylvanus.
yeah.
They've rested for 8 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can pray, but you will not get your spells back for a few more hours. Because it hasn't been 24 hours since you last prayed, and you haven't had a full rest. So right now, you can use your hit die to gain hit points back if you'd like, and then rest later.
I would like to do that.
Okay, it's up to you.
Where is he?
You're level 5 or 6 right
level
now.
5. 6. Oh, 6.
So you have 6 hit die. And you are paladin. So is that a D10? Is your hit die D10 or D8?
My hit die is.
It wouldn't say in there. I'm looking it up right now. Sorry.
I think it's a D8.
I think so too, but I don't want to screw you over if you have more.
Okay.
It's a D10.
Oh, nice. That's that bad boy right there. Alright. So, for hit points, just one roll, right?
You can roll. You have 6 of them. You're level 6, so you can roll up to 6 if you'd like.
Okay. I will do it until my health is full.
That's fine. Just remember how many you've used for this before your long rest.
Okay. Screw time. So
6.
6.
6.
6.
7.
19.
8. So that's 4.
27. 27. And this shy is 59. So I need 9 more. 5.
6.
6. I think I'm good right there.
Yeah. You're pretty
So
good.
that gives me 34. 34 plus 36. What's that? That'll be cool.
Okay. So you follow the acolyte into the waiting room, and as you walk in, Drugar is standing there. Drugar. Well, it's good to see you guys are alive.
Oh, Drugar.
Where's Sylvanas?
Sylvanas is still
Taking a nap.
Went down in the fight, so he's being resurrected and nothing right now.
Yeah, that crappy little fairy of yours. She wasn't very descriptive. It took me forever to find you.
I knew we should have been a little bit more specific with how we relayed that message to her.
Fucking fairies.
I'm glad you're here, Drugar. What message do you have for us?
The council wants to meet with you
How soon?
as soon as possible, but I understand now why you haven't been around.
Yeah.
There's also something that we need to do, and it has to happen within the day or so.
Is our full
And it
company
needs all of
required?
you.
Ah,
All
our
of us?
full company
Sylvanas?
required.
Yes.
Sylvanas as well.
Yes, all of you.
Okay.
But it's not.
How urgent?
It's very urgent.
All right.
Day or two.
Whoa.
But it's not physical.
I was like, this
It's
is a
not
battle.
something that they're planning something and they need you there
Okay.
Where do
You
we
said
need
this
to
the
go?
next day or two?
within the next 24 hours. Yeah,
You did, okay.
as in like, it's about.
If it's not physical, then we can probably.
You
pull
could
out
probably
the
wake
rest.
up by then.
It's
right?
about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock now
Mhm.
in the evening, and we need you on the beach tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow evening at about 6:45.
How long does it take to get there from here?
It'll take most of the afternoon, but since we've cleansed most of the city of those rotting undead, the transportation stations are open and available, and I'll make sure that you have runestones for it.
Okay. I think we could do that, especially if it's not physical.
Excellent.
It's only physical if you ask for it.
And I'm sure Sylvanas will be halfway, fully revived by then.
I hope so.
All right, so we will meet you there
All right, I will let the council know.
close to that time at the beach. Specific directions. Must we bring anything? Just ourselves. All right.
Just yourselves.
What are we gonna do about Fiona, guys?
Well, do we need to ask how she is and where she is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll let you.
We need to
I'll
find-
leave you to it. I'll let the council know, and I'll see you guys tomorrow night.
All right. Godspeed. Godspeed. May Omide shine her light.
So the acolyte's just standing outside waiting for you guys to be done. It's
Done.
done. Okay.
Short meeting finished. Wait,
Alright.
does he have anything else to give us now?
Nope.
Nope.
So guys, we need to find Fiona. And see what's up with
We
her.
talked to Fiona before we wake up, so
So he can still rest.
Yeah. Like even if he's.
Yeah, I talked to the acolyte. May you lead us to our friend whom has not been
Fiona.
Yeah.
Probably know
But yeah,
her.
can maybe
Um,
Fiona.
I would, but she's in solitary right now. She was extremely hurt mentally. We have given her a room next to a garden, and she hasn't moved from the ground. We don't want to disturb her because we don't want to hurt her anymore.
Okay. So, I mean,
Will she be?
But we will keep you notified. We will keep tabs on her and make sure that she's all right. And if anything significant happens, we will try to find you.
she's in a safe space right now.
Yes.
Like, this is basically just rehab.
Is there a way we could get in? How will you get in contact with us?
Well, it looks like you have contacts with the council, and that should be easy enough to get
Yeah.
message to you through them.
Okay.
That's good.
All
I don't
right.
think anything bad would happen though.
No, she's in a good
I can't
spot.
imagine anything.
She's actually recovering
Yeah.
pretty well considering.
Yeah.
Physically, she's fine.
It's mental. Okay.
Okay,
We need to
she'll stay, and we need to wait till the last minute to take
Well,
Sylvanas with us to the
I
beach.
mean, are we not ready?
Well, it's
you-
not till like the day after, so you have a whole day.
So we could rest up even long, even again, right? But not 24
Do we
hours.
need anything? Is there a shop around or something?
You need sleep. You've
I-
only had 2 hours of
I'll
sleep.
stay and rest, and then well, you guys can go. I'll go back to the room where Sylvanas is in, and I'll lay there and rest up.
Alright.
Meanwhile, you guys go take care of her.
It's 8 o'clock at night right now,
It's about, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and then we don't have to be low tomorrow until like 8.
6:45.
like
Wait,
6:30.
Should we do anything?
I mean,
I'm sleeping.
it all depends on what you need. I mean,
I mean, potions. I guess we could look for so just this doesn't happen.
There's not really any shops around us though.
Yeah,
we
no,
had
I
this
was
problem.
thinking
We had this
one.
problem
Yeah.
last time.
Yeah, there was like basic weapon shops,
Yeah.
and you found the little potion guy, another branch of his little potion place.
Yeah.
But this was only like
Yeah.
you know, like 10
everyone's-
hours
yeah, I
ago.
was gonna say
So
people are still not like letting just people in.
yeah,
I guess weekend's best again. I mean, there's not much we can do.
I'll take some time practicing my craft.
do you want to meditate
Yeah, I
to
was
your
gonna do
god?
that. Yeah, I was gonna
Okay.
do that.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
So you guys go back to your room. You can. There are prayer rooms, just like every other temple that you can go into and pray
Yeah.
and meditate. What are you crafting?
I'm just practicing my craft as a bard.
Okay, so you find another meditation room.
Yeah, and just
Okay.
kind of like,
And you
I will
are in-
perform to entertain myself in this boring time.
well, you know, it never hurts to get better at what you do.
Practice makes perfect.
So a few hours go by and you wake up a little bit. It's kind of the middle of the night. You see him, you roll over and you see him asleep on the bed opposite you.
Nothing happened.
There is cold water and a little bit of bread, a little bit of soft bread right next to you if you want to eat it. You're physically not up to par.
Yeah.
Just
So-
describe this
So I like
for me.
try
It's
and drink some of the water and like just like a little gulp and like
Divine bond
hurts
close
to
to
swallow
Yeah.
I
and
want
stuff.
to do it
Yeah.
with my weapon.
Try and shove a little bit of bread in my mouth, but
Doesn't that make like my weapon good or
bed, so just
something
kind of lay
like
back
that?
on the
Like make it
Okay.
shine
bed,
light.
physically exhausted.
With my symbol. or
Okay,
something
so
like
right
that.
now it's about I want to say it's about midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. And you guys are still in your respective rooms. Do you want to go back to your actual room and go to bed, or do you want to stay in here all night? It's up to you guys.
Go back to my room.
Okay.
Because I don't.
Won't be exhausted.
Well, like I was gonna say that, and then what benefit do I get from praying or meditating?
I mean, you're closer to your god. It's what you do.
Okay, yeah. That's what I was just checking.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Then
I'm not
I've been-
opposed to if you do it on a regular basis, you get benefits from it.
Yeah.
So.
What's your
I
spells?
haven't been doing it on a regular basis.
Yeah, I know.
That's a problem. You're like, I know. I mean, I've been meditating for what, like 3-4 hours now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll go back to my room.
Okay. Are you just gonna keep playing, or are you gonna start drawing funny pictures, or are you gonna make up nasty songs, or are you gonna go back to bed?
American Vandal, the
go out and drink.
No, I think I will sit and contemplate dirty limericks. How's that?
Okay, because it's about 1 o'clock in the morning right now.
Well, I'll take a brief nap then after I come up with a really good limerick.
Okay. So after you get some really good stuff going on and you're kind of chuckling to yourself, you're like, okay, that's totally good. I'm good. And you can head back to bed?
Yeah.
Okay. So about 8 o'clock in the morning rolls around. There's a knock at your door. An acolyte comes in, delivers food to you. He looks pretty put together. They've been up for about 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah.
They get up really early around here. And they leave immediately. About the same time, there isn't even a knock at your door. It just opens. You're still kind of asleep. Somebody shakes you awake, sits you up, feeds you some warm broth. Maybe something, that's a little bit softer, like dips the bread in the broth so it's easier to swallow. And lays you back down. You're feeling all right. You're still really sore.
Yeah.
It's like you fucking ran 3 marathons yesterday. So you can get up and do stuff if you need to, but you're going to be going back to bed and resting for a little while.
Does he need assistance to walk or anything? No. Just exhausted.
I mean, they help you go to the bathroom and all
Yeah.
that stuff. They're not heathens.
I inquire to the people around me about my mother if they know anything.
I've not heard anything.
Okay.
You might ask your friends about that.
So I'm telling you.
I'll let the bard say it. I'm not doing
No,
it.
we're not in the same
You have the higher charisma.
Yeah, they're not in the same room.
No, they're not.
No, you're the only person there.
So
I'm
I look over, trying to see if Caius is still asleep or not.
Are you
So
still
I can
asleep? Did you
inquire.
hear that? Well, go ahead and roll perception and see if you woke up.
Oh, let's see.
Because you were pretty tired too.
Yes.
It was a long day. Skills.
I don't know, it's like 9. Yep, 9. 12.
12 plus.
No, that's it.
It's all together. That's
Oh.
the whole sum.
Oh God. You hear some rustling. You're kind of half awake, half asleep. It's up to you whether you actually want to get up and find out what's going on. You hear a little bit of mumbling, but it's mostly whispering. They're not talking very loud because they know you're asleep.
And how many hours has it been? I feel like,
It's been about 8 hours.
I think I could manage to put my 2 feet in the ground slowly. Of course, myself to awake.
Okay.
Rub my eyes.
So you wake up and you roll over and you sit up on your bed and you see Sylvanas sitting up in bed with an acolyte next to him, and they're kind of eating and stuff, and they're kind of chatting very quietly because Sylvanas' throat hurts a lot.
I look over and I kind of whisper, Caius, do you know what happened to my mother? Were we able to save her?
Is there a way I can say this lightly, like linguistics or something, to put it to him as lightly as possible?
Well, you can roll diplomacy.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I have
You
to
can
tell
try
him.
and
Well,
lie.
I seek the truth. I seek the truth, and I have to tell him the truth.
There you
And
go.
I'm in the temple, so
That's true.
I speak the truth.
Like,
Yeah,
also,
do
like,
it.
you're, like,
I tell
try
him
and
the
call
truth.
your mom.
I tell him what
So
happened.
tell him what you tell him.
Yeah.
So we fought this witch, and meanwhile, amongst the battle, we had 3 of our allies or friends along the
I
way.
remember the battle.
Mhm.
I remember my mother hanging there.
You remember any of the other people who
I
were
remember
there?
Jaden falling to his death.
Well, after that happened, you were severely injured
Mm.
and taken out. You were dead.
Well,
In the meantime, while that happened, the witch, we were unable to help your mother. And amongst Jading, your
I
mother
just
was-
kind of like fall
I
back
was gonna say,
into
can we do
bed
violin music right
and
now?
like pull my blankets over my head.
I didn't plan for
I
that.
just kind of pull the blankets over my head. Just
Okay.
kind of go into like,
I wish
Okay.
there was
Mama.
something
My
I
only-
wish there was
No,
more
the
we
only
could have
family
done.
member I
Can I
like.
console? Is there like diplomacy? to
You can
console
roll
her?
diplomacy, yeah, but it's just, I mean, his mother just died.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
you have to go through the 10 steps.
5 stages?
So I wait. So I mean, but we can't just wait here and let him.
It's morning. It's in the morning. You get plenty of
That's 12
time.
steps.
So
The acolyte comes up to you and
I'll let
and
him-
he's like, I think it would be investigate.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Five
So
and
I'm gonna go
16.
talk. I'm gonna go
10.
So I just say, I tell the acolyte, if when he comes to, when he feels the need to speak with someone, I'll be with the rest of our
Okay.
party. So I go and meet with the rest of
And the
everyone.
acolyte gets up and walks out with him, and
Okay.
right as he leaves, he says, "I'll be right outside if you need me."
And we're here for you.
Thanks,
I'll
man.
say that. So
Okay.
I meet with the two here,
Okay.
with Nicomas and Robin. And I let him know what happened. He's taking it like, most anyone would, not too well, 'cause it's your mom. I mean, and he loved his mom, unless he fucking.
No,
beat
I
her
No,
mother.
he loved his mom.
I'm the
Okay.
only fan of Elden
Okay.
I
and-
enjoyed.
So
being around.
all we can do is be there for him, but we also need to keep in mind that there is a deadline in front of us, and we all need to be present.
I mean, we can bluff him and tell him that she's kind of alive still.
I told him the truth. I told him the whole truth.
Really?
Well, that's because you tell the truth, but I can bluff him.
Or mind erase him. And as far as that, Fiona is still in Salter, so we ain't gonna mess with her.
Okay, so what are you guys gonna do today? Taking the transportation station, you ask around, and taking the transportation station, it'll only take you about an hour to
And
get
when
all
we
the way
be in
across
there,
the city to where you need to be.
And he'll give us our runestones. When we
I'm
get
really excited about working on some more dirty limericks.
Okay, and Trugar will be back with your.
I want to pray to my
Go
D.
with
Can I practice my prayer for a little bit?
Absolutely,
too?
yeah.
I want to practice prayer for a bit.
Can I see if any stores are open?
Absolutely,
Because
yeah.
I'm pretty sure you need arrows, don't you?
Oh, I found the map, by the way. Did you
Yeah,
see
yeah,
that?
I saw that.
I have 13. I have 13 arrows.
You have 13 out of 20?
So my
Probably
spell
need
should
some
be
though,
back
'cause
right
you
now,
might
right?
be
And then I'm
using
gonna go
double
pray.
arrows,
Yeah.
right? And I need some bolts. So, can I leave and then come back?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
Go
relay
to the
here?
store?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
everyone's gonna be praying and sleeping.
Yeah,
so-
the news about like what happened has traveled pretty quickly through the city. It's pretty common knowledge what's going on now. The only other thing, as you're walking, go ahead and do a knowledge local.
Pray.
You pretty much know where to go to get what you need, so that's not difficult.
15.
15. You're hearing rumors that nobody knows where Corval is, and they didn't find the last orb.
No, we didn't, did we? Wait, did we? No.
It wasn't there.
It wasn't there.
So that means that just means we can
So it's kind of like people are really happy and some are celebrating, but underneath,
It's just like,
They're
what
like-
if it's gonna happen again?
but he might still be here.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
So what are you gonna go back to the weapon shop and stuff and get?
I mean, at this point, like, do you guys see a downside of me doing that besides, like, I might die? I mean, I know
I
someone
don't
wants
think
to
you're
see
gonna
me
die going shopping.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna be okay.
Okay.
Especially since we cleared most of the city.
Yeah, so I'm going to go to the closest weapon shop so I can get arrows and bolts
Okay,
because we do need some.
absolutely.
And see what the potion situation like. So when our
Uh-huh.
bank is open, then or up for business, then he can give us money for potions.
You can also potentially
Or
sell
you could have
some
just-
of these things.
You
without
could just
using
come
them.
by.
Oh yeah,
You
we
Walk into his room and grab money out of his bag.
Yeah.
Oh, you're dying? Okay, your mom just died? Oh, you're crying?
Scandalous, man.
Or you
I
could just
need
be like-
300 gold.
Or you can just be like, I know that you're in a lot of pain and you're still
Give me $5.
recovering. I want to go get supplies for us in the party. It's all of how you say it,
Give
not
me
just like,
$20.
oh, your mom died. I'm gonna take money from you.
We got 20 arrows, so you don't need arrows.
No, I only have 7. He's the one who wants to go shopping. I have
You
13.
have 13
He
arrows.
used some of his arrows.
So this is the list of things we got after we killed what was on that balcony.
Wait, can
Okay.
we talk about this mass? What? Rookie?
Mass.
Kukri.
The Kukri masterwork.
It's a masterwork kukri.
Oh, okay. And then the cores of Dire Witch.
It's a corset of Dire Witch.
And then deck of spell storage.
It's a head pin of spell storage.
Ooh.
Do any of those work for you?
Ooh.
It's arcane. It's not.
Oh.
It's not divine. I can use it.
Oh, I can't use it.
Yeah, you look really stupid wearing a Chinese headpiece
I don't think I
or a
can.
hairpin.
I would look beautiful.
Oh, I don't know. I can't.
So
You are pretty androgynous, but still.
Yeah, I'm very androgynous.
in addition to that, we got
I picture
the.
long blonde hair, just like legless style.
Yeah.
Is this from before? No, the date's the same.
So we already have, if we have
A
So
short bow with 20
If
arrows.
we have arrows, then I don't need to go because I was worried about him having arrows.
Okay.
We got a short bow with 20 arrows.
Okay.
We had 2x studded leather armor, another studded leather armor regular.
What does the corset of the dire witch do? What's its stats?
It only works for
It
witches,
only works for
Oh.
witches. So good does.
but you can sell it if you'd like.
That's true.
I can look it up and you
I
can
mean,
sell
I
it.
could go take
We also
that.
have a pistol.
Yeah,
I have
saw-
a pistol.
Oh, I have a pistol too. Yeah, yours is a masterwork pistol, so you got the pistol. Yeah.
There's only one
There's
pistol.
only one
There's only one pistol between you two, and it was a regular pistol.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Yeah.
masterwork.
That's a masterwork pistol, so I don't know where you got that from. Also, you were dead. So.
No, that's from the
ambush
first people.
Got it. So I have pistol, powder, bullets, short bow, dagger, morning star. I have a bunch of things I could go sell. If you guys want to give me your
Found
shit
it.
to sell, I could go do that. and-
Well, I'm kind of holding on to all these swords and shields because we have a party member that tends to break his.
The brake shield?
Okay.
It was only one black pudding.
Can,
No.
Jump
well,
on
how
it,
about
right?
this? Can anyone
And mine
use
slid off,
pistols?
not swans.
Let me do. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I guess. Okay. Go.
I'll put that
Well, you
in.
have to go see me first.
Well, no, I would have had it already. I didn't die when we got the pistol.
I know. Well, why do I have it in mind then?
I don't know.
Because you doubled up on inventory.
Yeah.
We need to designate this because, like, this is getting. There was a point where we had the same monies in here too.
Well, you
Well,
don't need to
that-
designate it. You need to
On what
divvy
you're
it
talking
up
about.
because you will figure out really quickly that if a party member actually goes,
Yeah.
you lose. all
I'll
that
do that
stuff.
when I'm done
you
praying.
can divvy it up.
I mean, dying is different than being obliterated by a dragon.
Well, I said
I'm just saying.
when we lose a party
Yeah.
member, like obliterate, then
Yeah.
all the stuff that
You
party
can
member
leave- yeah,
has,
You can leave it.
and if it happens to be your carrying person, then all of your stuff goes.
Yeah. Okay. Moral of the story is: should I go sell shit and make us some money, or should I?
You can definitely sell the corset.
The witch's corset? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that now. I can do that. Spell level.
Don't remember what kind of.
How do I not spell level on that? I'm at spell level 1.
That's 214. Okay, there it is.
Whew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
So you're gonna go
I'm gonna go to the store and sell the witch's corset because no one can use it.
to which store are you going to?
There's a weapons store.
Yeah.
Should go to weapons store because weapon or like armor, right?
And the kukri is also it's a martial weapon.
Sylvanas may be able to use it. He's an urban ranger. So you're gonna go to the weapons store?
Yeah, I'm gonna go there because I'm mostly selling weapons.
Okay.
And I can also on the way back stop at the potion. If it only takes an hour to get to the beach, and everyone's.
Yeah, you have all day.
Yeah, I was gonna say
There's
everyone's.
no
living in
Where would I find the kukri?
It's under weapons, under martial.
Are you looking to see if you're proficient in it?
Yes.
Go to feats
Yeah.
and go all the way down to the bottom.
And see if you're proficient. You should be proficient in martial.
What's it
And
called?
if it's
Kukri.
Kukri.
With a K?
Yeah, K-U-R-K. K-U-K-R-I.
It's Kukri, yeah.
I am.
So if you would like that, there is one masterwork kukri.
I'll take that.
So you go into the weapon shop
Mm-hmm.
and you pull it out, and the guy immediately was like, I don't deal with that stuff.
Oh, okay.
You'd have to go to a magic shop for that.
Mm.
Yeah,
Do you know
it's
if there's
that
magic-
shit's magic, and
Of course
that's
it's
way
magic.
above my price range.
Is there a magic? place
Knowledge
around here?
of-
I would say, well, you know that potion shop around the corner?
Yeah.
I think that there's a magic shop right next door.
Okay.
They
Well,
kind of
that's
work
2
together.
for 1 then. That works out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
So I head down to the magic shop first.
Okay. So you walk into the magic shop, and it doesn't look like any shop you've ever been in before.
Mhm.
It is like the most garish fucking shop you've ever been in. There is
Fancy.
fabric hanging everywhere, and none of it matches, but it's all really expensive. It's all velvets and silks, and it's just everything everywhere all at once. The most garish place you've ever been in.
Okay.
And on the walls, there are certain things hanging. There's a little rack full of wands There's a couple of like things of scrolls.
Wait, you found this shit when I was with you? Damn.
Huh?
You
Lots
could
of
buy a
scrolls.
spell while you're in there.
Yeah, I'm looking up if I'm. Can you? I don't think I can.
Sell it first and buy something.
Well, I'm obviously gonna.
And at the
sell
far
it.
end, you see a guy, and his robes are literally skin frickin' tight. Like
Oh, hello.
Hey, go ahead.
he has got like the worst bowl cut you've ever seen,
Bam, bam.
Sounds like it's.
and he is wearing like the most like he looks like a frickin' drag queen smacked him upside the face.
A blind one or?
No.
Okay.
And he looks over. How can I help you?
I'm like, hi, what's up? How you
When you like-
doing?
I'm all right. How are you, honey?
Good. I need to sell this
No,
witch's
it happens when-
corset.
Oh, a corset. I love those.
Yeah.
You look great in one of
Okay,
those.
got go on. I wish I could.
Let me see it. Let me see it.
And then I pull it out and I show it to him.
Oh, that is garish. You just need some color. But let me have a look at it anyway. And he pulls it over and he just kind of like. Oh. All it needs is ribbon, baby, and this will be perfect. I can give you 15,000 for it.
I can do that. That sounds great.
All right, here you are, honey.
Dan, what do you have to sell here? Can we get anything here?
Oh, there's plenty of things to buy, baby. I promise.
I'm wrong.
And I'm not talking about scrolls.
May I see your inventory list, please? Yeah?
I don't have one, but you can look around. What are you looking for?
I'm not sure. I've never been in a magic shop before.
Oh, have a look around.
We would love to have a look at your wand selection.
Wand selection.
Wand
selection.
That's perfect. Absolutely.
Wand selection. Did you just say wand selection? I'll be right there.
You just see me publish with Cat sprinting on
Look. It's like a crazy ass cartoon. Like, boom, wand selection.
Wand selection.
And in less than 10
Wand
minutes,
selection.
Nokomis comes running around the corner and breathing heavily through the door.
Right. We're really interested in your wand selection. Some of these could be very beneficial for us.
Well, I've got wands all right, sweetheart. It just depends on what you want in them, or how you want to use them.
At this juncture, a wand of cure light wounds would probably be the most.
Do I look like a
beneficial.
temple, sweetheart?
Oh, so we can't do cure light wounds. What
No,
else
I
do
can
we
sell
want?
you a wand that you can stuff,
Yes, we can do the wand. Then we can stuff it.
but you have to be able to stuff it.
What kind of wands do you have?
Oh my gosh.
You have black wands?
And they're quite thick. Let me double check really quick.
I'm so glad I'm praying while this is happening.
Yeah, you are glad you're praying. Shoot. This isn't gonna have it because I wanted to.
It's the first time to let us wander to a magic shop. I know what I want.
Alright.
All right. Well, this one you're gonna love. It's one of my favorites, actually. This, and he pulls out a long rod that looks literally like a cheap magician's wand.
Yeah.
It's black, it's round, and it's got two little white tips on it. This is my favorite for after work. This is an immovable rod. You put it somewhere, he holds it out, you click the end, baby, and it stays. It holds up to 3,000 pounds.
What do we need that for?
Oh, don't worry.
Oh, I'm not in
It
there.
moves.
Oh, so you could use it like a ladder? No. Yeah? No.
Then he puts it down. All right. If that's not quite to your liking. If you want to be a little cold-hearted, I've got a rod of ice.
I can't use wands though, can I?
You can use wands.
I can?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you just have to roll for
You
them.
have to roll, and I think it's a skill check for use magic item. Use magical device. Is that what we said?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Use magical devices.
Yeah.
Where's the, oh, that's
It's in your feet, so I think. No, sorry.
use magical
skills.
devices. Oh, I have a plus on that. That's unusual.
Me too.
Huh.
But I'm not magic. In
So
that
if
way.
it's a spell that's outside of your school of magic, you have to roll a use magical device check.
And this wand does 1d. It can do a touch attack for 1d4 points of cold damage to any creature struck. Also, once per day on command, the wielder can touch the rod to the ground to create a 30-foot cone of ice that encrusts the earth, affecting the area as per the spell Grease.
So you get slippity sliding on the ice,
Uh-huh.
like an ice rink. Okay.
Useful?
And the cone in front of you?
In a cone.
I
yes.
mean, you can basically use the wand as if it was a weapon. You just
Yeah, no, there's like I'm more for the ground like slippery.
this once per day, and then you have how many charges is the wand?
It's 5. 5 charges.
It's
And
5
times
uses of
use it,
ice.
I'm not there. I can't say anything.
Yeah. You can. We have communication areas,
I'm
so
still
we
like-
can all hear.
Oh, okay, but
He's praying. He put us on
Mute.
Do not
you're on
disturb.
silence.
We're on do not disturb.
Yeah, I hit that switch on the communicator.
Okay, and the last one is the Rod of Cancellation. I'll just read the description. The item, let's see, this dreaded rod is a bane to magic items, for its touch drains an item of all magical properties. The item touched must make a DC 23 will save to prevent the rod from draining it. If a creature is holding it at the time, then the item can use the holder's will save bonus in place of its own, if the holder's is better. In such cases, contact is made by making a melee touch attack roll. Upon draining an item, the rod becomes brittle and cannot be used again. It's a one-shot thing.
That's a lot anyway.
But you can touch it to anything magical and make it go away.
Anything magical?
Anything.
So you basically touch it to a magical item, and the
item.
wearer has to make a DC 23 will save. If they do not, then the wand takes all the magic properties away from the item and it becomes just a regular item.
Can be
Might
used
come
on
in handy.
like doors and things.
Or on a lamp or something.
But
or-
once you use it,
It's
done.
done.
It's done.
Oh,
It's
it's
a
a
one-shot.
one-time
It's a
use, huh?
one-shot.
it's a one-trick pony.
It's like that lamp you guys we use.
The only one I thought about was the ice wand, but like I also think we should save some money for potions.
Actually, I'll give you this.
Can you haggle? Can you haggle?
No. Okay. It's got 6 charges. Not 4.
The ice one.
Not
Oh,
5. Yeah,
what are your
6.
thoughts?
You just sold the corset for a good chunk of
15.
gold.
Well, I have 1,600 right now. 1,600 gold.
No.
Plus-
I have
wasn't it?
on physically on me. I have 1,600.
But
And
did
you
you
just
say-
sold the corset
yeah, but
for
I had 100.
15,000.
I have 100. I
It
have.
wasn't 1,500, didn't you say?
15,000.
I
right?
sold it. You sold it to me for 15,000.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
15,000.
Yeah, that's what I was
We just
like.
made a good chunk of change.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, wait a minute, you're in a magic shop? You just got a lot of money? I'm coming right over.
Oh.
Spend it.
Yeah. you-
Okay.
I mean, not that we should blow it all because there will be things down
no,
the road
we
that we need.
shouldn't
but
blow it all, but I just
Money,
didn't know I made that much money.
if you're interested in the wand, that's definitely something that would, as you get low on spells, it would be a nice.
no, that would be
Ah.
really.
As you're talking, he's sitting there like looking at the wand, and he just kind of like flicks his fingers, and it goes all pink. And then he flicks his fingers again, and it's chartreuse. And then he flicks his fingers again, and it's like this horrible deep purple with yellow polka dots, and he's like, and holds it up. And
And a soft star purple with yellow polka dots.
Okay.
This character.
So
If you're interested in the wand, I say go for it.
I'm into the ice wand.
Okay.
Are you into anything?
No, what other things do you have in your selection other than.
What are you looking for?
Well, you said you have wands that we could perhaps have filled with spells of our choosing.
Absolutely. If you know how to fill wands, you can fill them up to your heart's delight.
We don't now, but we could soon.
Again? Should I learn
We can do that as like we're nearing the end of our levels, and as a feat is offered to us, we can take crafting skills.
I have a good crafting skill too, like not spellcraft, but weapon crafting.
Well, you have no magic to craft it into it.
Or put it into it either. Just my own paladin skills.
It would be kind of a Sean or me thing.
I'll go for it again.
For something divine like that, it would be more of a Sean thing.
Okay.
So I could put wands with like cure moderate wounds in it.
You could fill a wand with a cure light or cure moderate, but it takes additional money and time to do that.
Yeah, I would assume so. So like, but at the same time, it's like I figured we'd have more days like this.
Well, and also once we have the wand blank, then you could recharge the wand blank.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the wand blanks then are more useful than any of the ones that they're offering. Because if we got like, how much is a blank wand?
A blank wand?
Yeah.
Oh, it depends. It depends on how beautiful you want it to be.
What does that mean? Like better spell in it?
Oh no,
Just
I can make it as beautiful as you'd like.
or just
It's
Would you
not
like it
so
ornate,
wand.
or would you like just a plain wand?
what are the cost of the plain wand?
Oh, about 100 gold.
You want to get like 10?
You're not gonna have enough time to craft in 10 wands.
Okay, then you want to get 2?
2's probably fair for 100 each.
Yeah. Can we get 2 plain wands?
Absolutely.
Wand, plain wand. Can you just put it in plain wand?
Just add a wand with no attributes.
So done.
But it has magic missile on it.
Just change it from wand magic missile to wand and leave the spell attached.
Oh, okay.
And turn the charges to 0.
Yeah.
And you can't use it anyways.
And then you can fill in what spell it's going to be later.
Yeah. Okay.
You have any rings, perhaps?
Oh, I have rings.
Oh yeah.
I would love a ring of
Let me
protection.
use the restroom while y'all go shopping. It's gonna take a while.
Let me see what I have. He reaches behind the counter and starts rummaging through things.
Maybe jewelry actually would be.
Oh, Jesus.
Ring of protection.
That's a lot of rings.
There's a lot of rings.
Yeah, I bet.
By the way, let's go ahead and do that for right now. So we're not listening to nothing. All right. Well, let's see what I've got.
I don't have to know you can cancel.
All right. So to start with, I've got this ring. It's not very fancy. It's a dungeon ring. It's not very exciting. I don't know why I even have it anymore. But this one, oh, this one, you will love this one. This is a ring of sustenance.
What do both of those do?
The ring of sustenance helps you not have to eat for a while. And once a day, you can sleep for 2 hours instead of 8 and get all your spells
I
back.
want that.
I was wondering when you would say I want that.
I don't care about the eating thing. I want that.
Let me look up the other one.
The ring of dungeons.
The dungeon ring.
Yeah. How many rings? You can like, guess where rings.
2.
One per hand.
Oh, just 2. Because I'm already wearing the ring of protection.
You can always trade that to someone else
And then you
if you
can
find another ring you like.
That spelling is real nice.
That lets you heal it.
I'm buying.
It comes in handy, but
Oh.
not when the rest of your party needs to sleep to regain their stuff too.
Unfortunately, the dungeon's ring needs a prisoner's ring to go with it, and we don't have one of those right now.
How much is the ring of substance?
The ring of sustenance is only 2,500 gold. But the last one,
Oh yeah.
this is fun too. A ring of jumping.
Oh, nice.
That's yours. What does the ring of jumping do?
Gives you a bonus on your
It
jumping.
gives you a bonus on jumping.
Okay. I mean, do you think we need that? Maybe for
Well, a jump check is an acrobatics check,
yeah, but I
isn't it?
Yeah, it's a +5 to acrobatics.
mean, and my acrobatics is at 0, so it's not like.
That's
Yours should be pretty good.
oh, I'm great. I have 15
Plus
acrobatics.
15.
His is horrible.
Oh!
That's what I'm saying. I was
Acrobats
thinking
are
back for
ridiculous.
Caius because he needs it.
He's
more.
got a -4.
I just noticed it fell on the floor. I don't know why it wasn't put away properly. I'm the only one that works here. Or at least it feels that way. This one.
Look, every
This
game
one
of-
is a must-have for any adventurer, especially pretty ones. This one is a ring of protection +2.
Ooh,
Must have.
I want that.
A must-have. Now I can make it look gold. I can add gems to it if you'd like. I can even make it blue. Or you can have it in a
How much
copper color.
So, should we get the ring of protection? The ring of the
What's the
jumping?
cost of the ring of protection?
Yeah, what's the cost of the ring of protection?
That's gonna be pricey-ish.
Yeah.
It's only 8,000 gold.
8,000 plus 10. We're gonna go to. How much is
Just
the.
not 9,000. You have 6,000 left over because you 100 each on your wands, right? That's
How much was the
200.
jumping? 2,500.
2,500
Yes.
for the jump?
No, that was the substance. Was 2,500.
Substance was 2,500. How much was the jumping?
2,500.
Okay.
So that'd be 10,000 all the way. No.
You could afford
That
all
would
of
be
it.
18,000?
That's 5
1,300.
plus
13,000.
the jumping, sustenance, and the protection.
Yeah.
We'll do 13,000.
They can-
altogether.
Yeah, 13,000.
13,000?
Now we'll leave with 2 G's left from selling that corset.
No, we have nothing left from that. Well, no, we'd have 900.
How do you
Plus
feel about
200
this
more.
head pin of spell storage? Would you like to buy this from us?
That's beautiful. I can totally work at that. Let me double check and see how much I'm willing to offer.
What level spell did that store? Do you remember?
I don't remember. I can look it up. What was it? The head pin?
It's a
Hairpin.
Yeah, hairpin of spell storage.
I wish I'd done things for these. I don't know where these are. I'm not.
I didn't see them in the list anyways. That's why I was
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look it up.
sorry.
It's okay. He runs back and he looks. He starts like rummage. You just hear him like moving things around and pulling out books and dropping in. I think I made it up, unfortunately.
Which means it's worth even more because it's one of a kind.
Yeah. Knowledge, nobility,
Yeah,
I'm so dead right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's why.
Why?
Because it was a ring, but we made it a hairpin for him.
Ah. The ring of spell storage?
Yeah.
I'm
You
good
don't
with
have the
options.
prices, so
I'll take a picture. Oh, this is me
Um,
just always playing with my hair because it's so fucking long right now.
Do you curl it sometimes? Sit there and twist.
I'm willing to
Yeah,
offer you
everything.
10,000 gold for it.
What are you arguing for
10
right now?
G's.
The hairpin.
For a ring of. Okay. You mean I know the price that in the app?
Huh?
So that one's in the app, the ring of spell story.
I know, you're not supposed to be looking it up.
Do we need the extra 10 G's? What level spell does it start to? Do you know?
It's always really nice to have an extra $10,000.
You can also see what else he has as well.
We also need to go to the potion store.
3 levels of spells total.
3 levels. Okay, yeah.
So to do 3 1-level spells, 1 and a 2 or a 3.
Alright.
For spell storage?
It stores, yeah, 3 ones.
ring?
1, 2, 1, 1.
No, hairpin.
The hairpin.
The hairpin.
But I can't use it, can
You can use it. It's just a hairpin of spell storage.
Yeah, it's not arcane.
I? Oh, I thought I could
You
use
take
it.
your spells and you store them
You
in
couldn't
there,
use the-
and you can call them out whenever you
corset.
want.
Corset. Oh.
I don't know.
But you need to be a witch to do that.
Yeah, the corset was the witch, but I'm not sure that you can use it because it's in arcane. Yeah,
It's arcane, that's why.
it doesn't specify, but I'm calling it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like you said I can use it because of arcane, that's why I
Yeah.
dismissed it immediately. Or else I would definitely
Nope.
use that.
Either divine or arcane. So
Oh,
yes, you can
oh,
use
yeah,
it.
then if I can keep that, I want that.
Okay.
Keep the tingy.
Yeah. No, grow out my hair, it's fine.
Don't you already have one here?
Yeah, I do. In my head, I do. Like, but yeah,
Well, I totally understand with your style. It would look fabulous on you, even though it would look so much better on me.
Okay. So I'm giving you that. It is a headpin of spell storage.
So just
Yeah, just do the ring of spells,
Ring of spell
the
storage.
minor ring of spell storage,
okay.
and then type in hairpin.
Okay. Maybe the minor rings. Or the ring of minor spell storage.
Yeah,
Okay.
or ring of spell storage minor, whichever
Whichever way
one.
they
There it
phrased
is.
it.
Yep, got it.
But use it as a ring because it's going to count as one.
Use it as a hair. Change it as a hairpin.
Yeah.
Yeah, type in hairpin, but use it as a ring because it's going to count as one.
Meaning you can't, if you wear that and the ring of substance, you can't wear the ring of protection as well.
I mean, yeah, I'd rather have the ring of spell storing and the ring of substance than the ring of protection for one. So if I'm giving up my ring of protection for one, do we need to get the ring of protection for two, or should we still get all three of them?
Let me see what you.
He has a ring of protection plus one already.
Okay.
I'm wearing that.
Yeah,
I've been
got it
wearing
in the
that for a
very
while,
first
yeah.
adventure.
Can I see? No, I can't look. I can, but I should. Kaius is not with us. Kaius, what's your DC?
My currently my DC is at
His DC or AC?
It's AC. I'm sorry.
AC is 12. 19 normal, 12 touch.
19.
19. Yeah.
19. So we can give him either the +1 or the +2. As,
Um,
as our tank, it would benefit us.
It
if
would
it's harder
really
for me
benefit.
You
to
had the
hit.
+2, right?
Yeah.
And then
I don't know, somebody keeps dying. Why don't you ask him what his.
Yeah, what is
You might
your
need a higher
AC?
AC.
20.
20?
Wow.
You should be fine.
Should be.
And as the
Paralyzing
Someone would
sucks.
heal me.
No comment on that one. Kaius, are you currently wearing any rings?
I think I have one.
Because we also really need the ring of jumping for you.
I have a ring of protection with already with the +1.
You get all these rings.
Yeah, I have a one ring of protection
and
plus one.
No money.
Over.
Sorry from back.
Okay.
I can hold another ring though. I mean, I would help bring it up.
We give him a ring of protection +2.
So, morals are we're getting all these. Do you have any magical weapons?
No, I'm sorry, I don't. Not at this time. I can probably order something for you. We are a big shipping city.
We don't have a lot of time though.
There's other things you guys can wear if he has magical belts or bucklers or bracers.
I do. I
Yeah,
do.
wrist, body, belt.
So should we be? Okay.
I've been writing down what he's been saying, so if
Okay.
we want to like kind of.
Yeah, I really would need to remember because I have not been doing that.
Well, I'm also doing it so that later we can say we found one of those before. Where did we
Oh,
find it?
this
Maybe we can
the
find
shop.
it again.
Okay.
It's a shop, yes.
May we ask? Can you ask the name of the shop dealer, please?
It's,
If he
just
will
a,
reveal
it's a
it.
magic shop.
Macy's.
No, he doesn't.
Macy's. We're a Saxon
You
fan.
know, I can come up with a name. I forget that.
No, you don't have to.
My name is Percy.
All right, Percy.
Okay.
Magic shop
Jackson.
owner. Percy, yeah, Percy Jackson. Percy J. Magic
That's
shop
like
owner.
Weasley. Weasley?
No, Percy Jackson.
Actually,
Percy Jackson is so much better than Percy Weasley.
I just enjoyed that movie. It was really good.
What are
That
you,
was Percy Jackson.
what else are you looking for? I've got plenty of things.
I mean,
I want to hear all the like.
Fine
clothing
leather
options.
goods. Treat yourself.
it's a magic shop.
Meow.
You can have magical leather.
I mean, none of us are really wearing anything anywhere, so belts or
Accessories.
Girdles.
Girdles? There are magical girdles.
You do need one, don't you?
How dare that bitch? Sick my girlfriend on it.
She just come for me.
I'm
coming for you.
I'm fine with this. I'm getting nothing from compliments from this stuff.
Let's see what I have.
Benefits of being a habit.
Oh. Well, as far as belts go, I don't have any girdles. But I do have a belt of tumbling and a beneficial bandolier. And I will look those up for you.
The belt of tumbling is an acrobatics belt. I don't know what it adds, but
+4 to acrobatics. And then the beneficial bandolier. It holds 200 rounds of ammunition and black powder.
I can't think of a single person who would need that.
It also alters itself as needed to accommodate both. There are also places on the beneficial bandolier for a gunsmith's kit and a powder horn. Regardless of what quality or quantities of these items are placed within the beneficial bandolier, its weight does not change.
This is a belt?
And as a swift action, the wearer can command a single round of ammunition from the beneficial bandolier to teleport into a firearm of the appropriate type that he is wielding. So if you guys were...
if we were slingers,
Yeah, it'd be really cool. You'd never have to reload your gun. As a swift action, it would do it for you.
Oh,
I still have 200 bullet or 200.
And you have a gun,
Well,
don't
you need powder and bullets, so it'd be half and half.
But you have the powder
Is
thing,
it
too.
just?
100 bullets, 100 powder.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Got it.
And as of
And
right
you're
now,
not naturally-
we
You're not
have.
naturally
I
gunslinger.
have 10 bullets and 10 powder.
I thought it was any ammo, not just for.
No, it was definitely just bullets.
Let's see what I've got.
Hurt
I
ammo.
thought you were talking about because you can use pistols.
No, the pistol's not that good with me,
Oh,
so I'm not proficient. I mean, I can use it, but I'm not good with it.
so you don't.
I also just happened to find a pair of boots of the Enduring March and boots of the Mire.
One of those two.
Oh, the boots of the Mire are my favorite, but we'll go over the Enduring March first.
What? Dude, this is like translates down the important things that we need to remember to go back to.
Yes.
I've learned about how to
Um,
do this for magical items.
The boots of their stout brown leather traverse great distances without tiring. When making a forced march, for each hour of marching beyond 8 hours, the wearer needs only to make a Constitution check of 10, +1 per hour instead of the normal check. Furthermore, if the wearer fails the check, she only takes 1d4 points of non-lethal damage, is not consumed fatigue, and does not become fatigued the first time she takes non-lethal damage. So it's basically you can walk for a really long time without getting tired.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
then
that's really important.
Like having a
Probably
mount
later.
then, basically, or
no,
Well, it also doesn't matter if one person has it, because then if we don't all
does
have
it matter
But if
what
it's like
weight
one
you're carrying
person
with you?
has
no,
either?
it's more the terrain. Like if the terrain, it's like rough terrain, you're
Or
moving over
ice
it.
or
Yeah, it's
like
very-
deep snow.
What's that?
Yeah, because normally you're only supposed to walk for 8 hours.
It's something that's good to know that it's available because
Yeah.
it may be something we
Something
need.
like if there's a quest or something that was like, hey.
We can always
I need
come
to
back
go all
to
the
the
way
shop
to
too,
here.
right?
Yeah, that's why he's writing.
Now this second pair I own myself because I do hate to get my clothes dirty. These boots of the mire. You are granted the power to walk on water in swampy environments, provided the water is no deeper than 5 feet. This effectively lets you move through swampy terrain and mud at no cost to your speed. You leave no tracks or other signs of passage as long as you are on swampy terrain, and never becomes uncomfortable or wet from rain, fog, or other forms of non-freezing precipitation. Finally, the boots grant a +2 resistance bonus on all fortitude saves made against poison and disease.
That's nice.
And you know how swampy these streets get in the winter.
I know, man. After this whole like.
You are writing all these down?
I'm writing them down.
Okay, because I'm going to need them later.
If you want to give me, well, I'm writing them down, and the ones you're giving me prices for, I'm writing prices. So we'll have to look this back up.
We'll have to look them up for prices. But
ask if there's any armor or anything.
I don't have armor or weapons, I'm sorry.
What about...
They're so vile. But I do have a couple of necklaces.
I was going to say, does he have
Necklaces,
some amulets or brooches or necklaces or such?
Okay, so I have the Aegis of Recovery and the Mind Sentinel Medallion. The Aegis of Recovery is a +2 resistance bonus on all saving throws made to recover from a continuing effect, such as ongoing poison damage, daily saving throws against disease, a hold person spell, or lingering damage from attack. It does not help against initial saving throws. Should the wearer ever drop below 0 hit points, the Aegis heals the wearer for 2d8 plus 3 points of damage and then crumbles to dust.
This
So
necklace.
don't equip it on anyone that dies.
Yeah, everything else is constant until you drop to 0 hit points. And the last one, the Mind Sentinel's Medallion. Oh yeah, it's M. And then I'm going to double my nose. The surface of this is covered in... The medallion grants a continuous +2 resistance bonus on saves versus mind-affecting spells, spell-like abilities, and supernatural abilities, including bard spells. If the wearer fails a save to avoid becoming dominated or confused, the amulet immediately grants the wearer a second saving throw to resist the effect. If this second saving throw is successful, the medallion's power fades away entirely and it becomes a simple piece of silver jewelry. So again, it works constantly until it's triggered and then it dies.
And then you can sell it.
I think that
As a piece of jewelry.
Yeah.
the best option is still just the 3 rings we started with.
For right now, yeah.
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 Thoughts?
I think that's good, and that'll burn kind of our cash, and we can come back and shop later now that we know that...
Everything that's there is there.
Well,
if we
his
need
inventory
it,
will shift and change.
yeah, buy it when we need it, kind of thing, right?
Unless we come across something that's just amazing. And all this is... Of this, I think the... Honestly, for him...
Protection. Well, I can give him my protection ring too.
Well, he has a ring of, he's wearing a ring of +1 already.
Mm-hmm. With that +2,
You
really
have a
help.
ring of protection?
I have no rings.
Okay, so you can have my ring of protection. I'll take the ring of,
+2 protection.
he's getting the +2 protection.
He's taking the hairpin and the sustenance.
Sustenance, so I can rest 2 hours and get all of my spells back. Because that was my, yes, we all rest for 2 hours, but that's mostly
Yeah, let me
for
double
health,
check it,
for, like,
but yeah, I think
napping.
that's how it works.
It's
But,
at
like,
me.
it would be super nice to have, like, all my spells back for
You can have ring spells?
Yeah.
I mean, that doesn't affect me because I just have a ton of ammunition.
So yeah,
That's
I'm
that's
just saying,
pretty
right? I
good.
was like, you could have my +1 protection ring. And then what was the other ring?
The ring of jumping,
Jumping.
primarily for him.
Well, how much is that compared to the boots?
Boots of what?
The boots of
The belt of tumbling.
the belt of
Belt of
tumbling.
tumbling.
I mean, if it's like significantly cheaper, you can always get that
How much is
instead of the ring. But I don't know.
The ring's pretty
you're right.
cheap.
You're right. I feel like the belt would be better than the ring.
Well, it depends if it's cheaper. If it's more expensive, then
Well, the belt's only +4 and the ring's a +5.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
It's not a huge difference.
The ring is 2,500.
yeah.
I will tell you with that ring of sustenance, you do have to wear it for an entire week before it starts working. It's
That's
so tedious.
That's
Meaning,
fine.
if you take it off and transfer it to someone else.
They have
I
to
mean,
start
I've
all
been-
over
I've been
again.
wearing my ring that I have of protection for.
I know, it's just some rings are
Yeah,
24
yeah,
hours,
yeah,
some
yeah,
rings
yeah.
are a week, some
That's
rings
It's a
it
bit
takes
of a bitch.
months to attune.
It's totally fine. As long as when it starts, the substance starts to attune, then we're good.
Yes, and then you don't have to eat again.
Alright. Can we inquire the
Eating's for fat people.
Exactly.
price of the
Why
belt
do you
of
think I
tumbling?
wear one?
Should we inquire about the price of the belt of tumbling?
Yes. How much is the belt of tumbling?
The belt of tumbling. You would ask that after I put my prize book away.
If it's Alice, I kind of figure out that's Alice.
Yes.
Wonderland.
Oh.
Yes, I know.
The Belt of Tumbling. 800 gold.
Ooh.
Not bad.
And that's +4.
That's +4 compared
Yes.
to 2500, which is +5.
So that would put him at
But are you
0.
wearing a belt?
Me?
Yes.
Currently, yes, and it's that, I believe it's the Dwarven belt.
The Belt of
Yeah, belt of
Dwarvenkind.
Dwarvenkind that lets me understand their language, basically.
Well, it's also like a plus to strength as well.
Yeah, which is
Okay,
important.
that's
Yeah, so just
that's
give him
no,
this
just
by-
give him this by the ring.
Yeah, it gives me +4 to charisma,
Nerve and talent.
+2 against saving, and enhancement to Constitution. Yeah, I'm.
Cool. Yeah.
Keep it
It's
in.
Constitution, not
I
strength.
mean, keep it.
His
No, no, no.
charisma. It's a +4 charisma
Yes,
When dealing with dwarves.
when dealing with dwarves.
when dealing with dwarves.
So we'll buy all 3 rings, which will cost $14,000, right?
13,000.
13,000? Oh shit!
It's 1,300 gold.
Leaves you.
And then we can still go to the potion shop after.
Mm-hmm.
1,300.
13,000 gold.
13,000. So you're left with 2.
13,000 gold.
Nope. Nope.
1,950.
1,950.
Is all that's left. And so.
Alright, so the 3 rings.
All right, so let's
All
equip
right.
those before we hear.
Yeah. You get a ring of protection.
Once you give it to me.
Yeah, once you, we're both in
Either
the,
way.
we're both at the
Just-
temple.
I'll just
Put it.
okay.
Just put it in the house. Yeah.
Do what you're told.
Yeah. Do what you're told. I know you're barely alive, but do what you're
So you need to modify yours. You're getting a ring of protection +2.
Yay, another
You're giving
one.
me your ring of protection +1.
Oh, you want the +1?
Because I'm giving you a ring of jumping.
Okay, I'm giving you the ring of +1, and I'm turning it to
So
a
my
+2.
ring is the ring of what?
Sustenance.
Hang on, description. Faint abjurant.
You have to delete it and add a new ring.
All right. Okay, that's easier. Empty it. There we go. Ring of protection +2.
And you've spent about a good 3 hours in the shop, looking around, seeing
We're
things,
getting-
discussing.
yeah.
So it's getting on to about noonish.
Hang on, how
Okay.
the fuck am I gonna have this?
Cool. I've got the ring of sustenance. You've got my ring of protection +1. You've got the ring of protection +2, and you got.
A ring of protection +1.
And what was the last ring?
He got the
He's
jumping.
got the ring of jumping as
Ring
well.
of jumping. Okay.
Ring of
Cool.
protection
Cool.
+2.
Thank you very much.
No problem. I hope you come back soon. I could benefit to not pay so much for rare items.
So do you want to head to the potion shop? Potion shop next door.
Yeah,
Is
you
it a
can-
general or
You
natural
can run to the
armor?
potion shop.
And as you're walking out, you see him pull out a little
Big
box.
general, right?
And he does this, and his fingernail comes out a different color. And he does this, and his fingernail comes out a
That'd
different
be
color.
so cool.
Like in Fifth Element.
That'd be so cool.
You ring of
Someone watch
protection.
it though.
+1.
So I head to the potion shop,
Okay.
You're taking that.
and I pop in, and I'm guessing it's.
Oh, from there.
Same
yeah.
guy?
Yeah. Oh
How you doing?
The jumping.
no. I'm
area.
good. How are you?
I'm alright.
What potions do you have for sale?
Oh, we've got lots of potions for sale.
Verbal.
What kind of
Other-
potions are you looking for?
Mostly health potions.
No health potions still.
Health potions.
I
still?
saw you 2 days ago. Okay, yesterday. Completely different.
What potions?
Get you a ring of jumping.
I've got lots. I've got
That added. Oh,
Featherfall. I've got Identify. I've got Protection from Evil +2. I've got Shield. I've got Full Strength. I've got Fire Breath. I've got Glitter Dust. I've got Invisibility. I've got Haste.
How much is bull strength?
Full Strength. It is 150 gold.
I'm gonna buy a potion
A
of
+4,
full
correct?
strength.
Okay.
Um,
So let me tell you about this Fire Breath. It's new.
yeah.
You get to drink it, and in the next 4 rounds, you have to blow out fire from your face 3 times.
Fire from your face.
But the first one is the best
Oh, wow, it is literally
Because
full
it's-
strength was the first one to find out.
because it does 4d6 of fire damage. And then the second one is a little bit weaker at 2d6 per burp.
42.
And the last one is pretty much a burp of 1d6 of fire damage.
That one's equipped. You'll have to remember what it does.
Okay.
But
acrobatic +5.
I also got some new stock in. We have a new partner, and she is amazing. The spells aren't so great,
Okay.
but some of them are kind of interesting.
Some acrobatics
And
are
they're
+5,
not
which will be my
potions at
skills.
all.
Alright,
They're
that's turn.
lanterns.
Is that Ashley? Or should I can just add that in?
Oh wait,
So
is
the-
it?
The ring didn't add.
What's her name? When they
Oh.
gave us the lantern? What was her name?
You can just add to my
I'll
base.
Ask
My
what
base.
You're his new partner.
What's the name of your new partner?
Oh god, you're
No, because I think it's that little person we helped in the. Well, I thought it was. Maybe it's not.
You just said it naturally on the.
I put a temporary modifier on it.
Oh, thank you.
Fox Bear, where we got from the Fox Bear Hatora.
Hataro.
Yeah.
Utaru, yeah.
Mutter.
Yeah.
Yep, that's our new partner.
Yeah, we met her.
She's great. She
Yeah,
makes some
she's
pretty cool
great.
stuff. And you don't have to drink it.
Yeah. Look at me, feet on top, shit.
So she's got a lantern of detect magic, a lantern of light, a lantern of mending, a lantern of alarm, a lantern of bless, a lantern of dancing lantern.
How much is
So
the
that's kind of the
lantern
same
alarm?
thing in the same spot. But anyway, huh?
How much is the lantern of alarm?
Lantern of alarm, 75 gold.
I'm gonna buy that.
It lasts for 2 hours.
That's
So it automatically brought my AC.
That
up.
is perfect.
You might should check.
Huh?
Well, okay.
Yeah, I did.
I've got a
What?
lantern of obscuring mist.
Has a lot.
I've got a lantern of
Hey, what are you
silent
buying?
image. I've got a lantern of dazed monster. I've got a lantern of fire breath, and I've got a lantern of resist energy.
Are you in the store yet? Are you done
No,
over there?
I can run in.
Yeah. So I mean, like, cause like at the same time you might not.
This is
be
why we
there.
don't let Sean go shopping alone. Robin.
75
Yeah.
gold.
You were with them.
I know.
75 gold for a lantern of alarm, just in case you're not there.
That's fine. I can cast it 5 times and.
Yeah, but just in case you're not there.
Okay.
That's my thing. It's like,
The best part about it is that all you have to do is light the lantern, and it has a 30-foot radius of light. And as long as you're in the radius of light, it'll let you know if something tries to cross it.
yeah, that's my thing. It's like if we ever get separated or anything.
Okay. Feel free. It's stuff you don't
75 gold. Yeah, it's like nothing. Lanterns, are these just something that's on here? Or is it like
It would be a potion. Just make it a
first
potion.
I'm
Yeah,
buying it, yeah.
I thought I'd mix it up a little bit and make it a little more fun to use.
Yeah, they're cute.
And don't worry, she's taking more training, so we'll have more stock and more spells in soon.
Alright, do you want to go through it again since you just
Which,
got here?
this is a different store,
But I
correct?
cannot
It's the potion
reread
store.
everything.
I'm not gonna write all those down, but I heard what he was saying.
I wrote them all down
Okay.
And
with
the-
prices.
I'll just say potion order. I don't want to have to give them.
Because there's the lantern of fire breathing too, right?
Yes.
Um,
And that one you don't have to take. You just hold it in your hand and you point it at something and it shoots fire at them.
is there, what's the price difference between the potion of fire breathing and the lantern?
Oh, it's the same price.
How much is that?
150 gold.
Oh, wow. Thoughts? Give it to.
3d6 is good.
My role in this, like, I just.
I mean, we only have like one of each left because of all the undead in the city. They've been going like hotcakes.
Give it to Caius and just
Are they
like,
are they undead?
at
Weak to
any
fire?
given point, just start
They're
breathing
dead
fire.
and they're dry.
To you.
Okay, yeah. And they can
The more
like,
spells you have on hand other ways, the more you can equip heal and other spells that support.
It's true.
But it
If
gives
I
you-
have
it
a
gives you an
damage-
offensive
If I have
it
a
gives you an
damage
offensive
spell, so
spell.
I can take, because I prepped this morning because I didn't know what was gonna happen. The inflict serious wound. And like, if I didn't have
So,
to worry
take
about
it.
doing that, okay. The potion for fire breathing was 150.
150.
I'll buy that,
Okay.
please. You deserve proper English. Fire breath is a spell.
Yes. It's a level 2 spell.
It's not a bad spell.
No, it's not.
So what tier
For
are you
level
having
2.
your spells? Like level 4 or 5 by now?
2.
All right.
He's only level 6.
Okay.
And
Holy-
bards only have 6 levels.
Did
No.
you hear anything else that you'd want in there? Because I was gonna give bull strength to Caius, because it's that plus 4 strength for 1 minute per level.
Ooh, wonderful. Per
Like-
your level?
No,
Oh.
it's a potion. Because
Okay.
I have the spell, and if I
But
don't
these
have,
are potions.
if I don't
So
have
this
to,
one in particular only lasts for 4 minutes,
no, that's
which
for
is
fun.
still a really long
That's
time.
quite a bit.
in a battle.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
like, no, it's only this one. It's got it.
I wasn't on Monday, so we got to the point where we're like, we're gonna cast all this stuff on us because it lasts forever.
Yeah, it does. It does now at level 13.
You guys are already at level 13?
We've been playing for like 2 years.
Still, man, dude.
Okay.
See?
So I don't know why I put that because I'm gonna give it to you anyway. And then alarm I would keep and fire breath I would keep. Do you hear anything else that was interesting? to you?
There's
I
a
can
knock on
cast
the
those
door,
spells.
and an acolyte brings in more food. Again, light, but with a little bit of fruit just to mix it up a little
Yeah.
bit.
Nice. Thank you.
So is that Gwendor? That's your
What was the
Monday?
list of,
Windward?
Sorry.
Uh,
That's
do you want
mine.
medium ones, small
It's a
ones,
Monday game. That's not mine.
heavy ones? I've got heavy ones. I've got aid, full strength, fire breath, glitter dust, invisibility, and haste.
We should get invisibility for stealth.
Just so you know, it may add 20 to your stealth, but you can't fight or cast spells with it. Otherwise, you'll be visible.
Usually every time we try and stealth, we're
Like a
not
ninja
trying to
style.
attack anyone.
You move and then
That was the point of our
you come
stealth.
back to visibility.
And like my stealth's shit. Like absolute shite.
Well, it wouldn't do us any good with one because his stealth is worse than yours.
But I got
Oh, no, I
survival
give it to you.
checks,
I
so
give it-
my
because my
survival's
stealth is
pretty
my
good,
stealth
too.
is right now is at +2. But if like what's your is yours at a negative?
My stealth is
What is
crap
it? Is it
after
negative? Wait.
It's
What
a
is it? Your stealth is what, like a negative?
It's a skill.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's all the way at the
it's
bottom.
crap. I know it's crap. Yeah, -3.
-3.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it's worth it? How much
Uh,
is
but
this
my
stealth-
nature
How
is
much is
good.
this stealth potion?
I don't have a stealth potion. I have an invisibility potion for
Invincible,
150 gold.
Don't want. I can't use that because as a tank, as soon as I move to the forefront and I
No,
strike,
it's
It's
only
if
for-
we were trying to sneak.
If we're
and
trying to
needed
get,
sneak.
remember how many
yeah.
times that
Does
we've
it
been
aff-
trying to get past
does it affect
things?
noise though?
Invisibility.
It does not affect noise.
So I could claim my armor even
But
though
your,
I'm
your
invisible.
stealth goes up +20.
Dude,
I will double
I
check.
think we should do that because I really miss out from being in those situations.
There's a lot of times that our stealth is like when we
and it's because of me. Let's do it. I'll leave it up to you too.
I don't know that that's how that functions.
really.
And if I move, as soon as I move, right?
Let's see. If a check is required, a stationary, invisible creature has a +40 bonus to stealth.
Plus
This
40.
bonus is if you're standing still. It's reduced to a +20 if the creature is moving, so it's a +20 to stealth.
Okay.
Plus what I already have. which
It's
is-
harder to see something or to detect something if you can't see it. They can still hear,
but they don't
but they
know.
still have to roll really high.
And that's 150.
150.
How many of them do you have?
I have 2 of them.
I would like to buy 2 of them.
You have 2 of them.
Okay.
So $300 gold. And then what was the aid? Thoughts on the aid one? I feel like because I can cast aid, but I always still I never think of it important enough to like actually.
Well,
Right.
also, I mean, also remember that's. Were we doing potion drinking as a swift action?
Yes.
Okay.
Aid is useful. It's not useful enough for me to put
Is
it
there-
into
you want
my
to do other
spellcasting
top
because
this?
like
But that's what I
I
said.
mean, you're kind of on and off, up and down.
Yeah, no, there's
You
not
summon
really much
Lantern
for me to do.
Archons?
They
Or
kind
summon
of
something
act
that
like
can-
there's
mentioned there was
Lantern
something
Archons
you
can
had to do
cast
this
it, but at the
evening.
same time it's like
And so he's kind of trying to
What is
get
it?
you
It's a
up,
temporary
kind of
hit
walk you
bonus
around a
and
bit,
plus
it's
one.
like
and
plus
stretch you a little bit.
Stretch a little
wait,
bit.
hold up, let me
Okay.
Put you back in
invisibility
bed for a
first before I
second.
forget, and then
20 minutes later, it
pick it
comes
up.
back to it again.
Do the whole
So you're
thing.
not super exhausted, but you're kind of getting
Just a
back
little
into
rehab.
And
it.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I mean, you're
stop.
not going to be 100% by the
Of course
time you
not.
get there.
Yeah.
And you're probably going to need someone to lean
Plus one
on.
on attacks.
I'm gonna
Plus
stop
one against
praying
fear.
because it's been
One
plays
D
out
temporary
3 hours
HP
since they were there.
Yeah.
I was waiting
Plus
in the
one
room
per
if he needs
level.
anything.
Okay, yeah, so you guys
And
just
so
hanging out
that's
together.
the only
Hanging
one
out,
too.
talking.
Okay.
worth buying?
Cool.
No.
No, I didn't.
Since I
think so.
prayed.
See, it's like
Um,
it's nice, but it's
the,
also not worth equipping.
The acolytes invite you to actually leave the rooms and come with them to the dining hall for lunch if you'd like to join them.
Absolutely.
There's plenty of grounds in the back. It's not huge grounds in the back, but we have a small vegetable garden and a little bit of a regular sitting area if you'd like to stay outside for a little bit. The
I would
weather
also
isn't
be able to
horrible.
summon Lantern Archons.
Love
Okay, you will too.
Reflection
love
upon.
I'm not
doing
there,
that.
so-
Absolutely,
Next
yeah.
level,
So you're
yeah.
free to roam the grounds. Just
maybe
you know,
level after next. not
keep it
minutes.
local.
Yeah, absolutely.
My spells go up really slow
Do
because
we
I don't have
know what
6.
happened to my mother's body?
Um,
Or we just
I knew I should have picked it
I
up.
do not know. But I can go ahead and inquire with the council
I'd appreciate
and
that.
find out if I can
Very
find
happy I didn't
I'd
loot
like to
it.
make sure that she gets a
was
proper
thinking
burial.
about
Absolutely, yes.
that. I know we should have bought it.
Um,
It's been 2 days since though.
yeah, but I mean,
But it's
there's
possible. I mean, they were picking up bodies.
They could have
When
found
they,
her.
they could have grabbed her.
yeah.
That's true. That's true.
To switch back to where
Yes.
we're at, the fire breath lantern is also how much?
150.
But you're inquiring though, right? You,
Yeah,
they're
I-
sending out
I
your
inquired.
body.
Yeah, so
Working on double.
they send out a messenger and
All right.
She had
There's
anything
a
on her I'd wanna
distinctive thing about
grab
her
it
that
and
they
stuff,
should look
you know.
for. Scar hair,
No, she's just middle-aged,
Elvin.
elvish woman. May have like clothes of like a ranger on her.
Mhm.
I don't know if she was carrying anything, but maybe something along those lines.
Oh, that's what we might identify her.
Well, I don't know.
If she probably have like a family heirloom, you might.
Okay, I think we're done with
Um,
the shop right now.
well, so what we'll do is when you were talking to the acolyte, you told her where she was. You told him where she was, and to see if anybody had found anyone or anything like that. So that's the message that he'll send, and when he hears something, he will get back to you
Perfect.
if he does in time.
I would also, if possible, like to send word to my
Nice
uncle.
skyline.
I don't know if they're able to do that. Find
Oh,
him.
where is he?
He should be in the outskirts of my village, which I can't remember.
It's outside of Vallejo.
Yeah, outside of the way.
That would take some time.
That's fine.
Don't forget your father and sister are here
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, it's true. They're in the city, right?
They are, yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I can't send a message to Vallejo. That's a little far for me.
That's fair.
But I can, when you get back this evening, I can definitely give you the name of someone who you can send a message with.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's entirely up to you.
Yeah, absolutely. And I figured her brother would like to know.
Yes. Yeah. So anyway, what are you guys doing?
We're done shopping, I think.
You're done. You're gonna head back to the temple.
Yeah.
Yes, because we're gonna be late otherwise.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
We have to stop that.
And
yeah,
plus
because
the
you
fact
spend a
there's
little
no-
more time in there as well. and
There's
it's-
there's not like any more that we need in there.
Yeah. So it's going on about 3 or 4 in the evening. The priest and the acolytes invite you in for dinner. It's nothing exciting. It's really simple soup with some bread. They're not all about fancy meals. They're just about sustenance.
Mm-hmm.
Typical monks, acolytes.
Yeah. I mean,
Church life, man.
spending wisely. Back to where I need to be. And do you want to do this next session now, or do you want to take a break real quick?
I vote for a break.
Okay, let's do a break then.
Shopping really takes it out of you.
Seriously, that felt like we were really shopping. Like, what are the